Hello, in today's video we got a trunk that won't open from the inside or with the key at the trunk lock. So I'll be showing you a way to get it working again. The first thing you'll notice is that the key opening is stuck horizontally instead of vertically as it should be. So when I go to turn the key, the trunk lock will not budge. I tried spraying WD-40 in there to get the tumblers to budge in case they were stuck, but to no avail. And if I go to pull the trunk lever, it doesn't do anything. You can feel that it's pulling the cable, but it just doesn't open. So what I'll need to do now is I'll need to access the trunk to try to pop it open with the emergency cable. And to do this, I'll have to tilt the back seats forward for access. And on this model, it has these little knobs that you want to pull up to fold down the back seat. It'll also have another one on the other side to fold down the other seat. Now let's just move any of this stuff that'll get in the way that's inside the trunk. And that's what we're looking for, that glow-in-the-dark pull handle. I just gotta pull it upwards and it should pop open. Now that it's open, I'll just have to crawl my way back out of here. Now to access the linkage. For this you'll want to use something to remove this push-in clip. I'll be using this tool that I use for clips. And while I'm here, we can disconnect this connector by pushing in on the tab. And also remove this trunk latch held on by two bolts that I'll use a 10mm socket and a ratchet for. Now that we got the two bolts removed, let's get a better view of what we're looking at. The one rod you see there attaches the trunk lock to the latch. So when you turn the key, it pops open the trunk latch. So if we disconnect it, we should be able to notice where the problem lies. And to disconnect the clip from the rod, just push the hook to the side, and this will allow the rod to slide out. Let's go ahead and try the lock to see if it'll turn now. If it doesn't, then we know our lock cylinder is a problem and will need to be fixed or replaced. And still, with the linkage off, the lock cylinder will not rotate, verifying that the lock cylinder is the problem. Well, let's go ahead and completely remove this rod by disconnecting it at the latch. Here it'll have another of the same type of clip that you'll want to push the hooked portion to the side and slide the rod out. Now I just leave the latch hanging while I maneuver the rod completely out. Well, let's go ahead and bolt up the latch where it goes. And as usual, you want to get the bolts in as much as you can by hand before tightening them. And now let's tighten them with the ratchet. Followed by the connector. And lastly, the clip. And for now, I'm going to make sure not to lose this rod, and this was the way I removed it so when I put it back in, after fixing the lock cylinder at a later date. And for now I can close the trunk, and I should be able to open it from the lever on the inside for now. And it works. At least I'll have a working trunk for now, till the lock cylinder gets fixed. I mean, it would be easy to get a replacement, but it won't have the same key, and it'll have to be programmed to match the key. So this will give them time to consider the options. Well, that just about does it for this video. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If so, please click that thumbs up button to support my video and my channel. And please subscribe if you haven't done so.